You know, it's very interesting how we've come to understand the identity of Black women and girls. And much of the discussion about school pushout is centered in a critique of the way in which the identity, the Black feminine identity, has been presented publicly, but also in our scholarship and in our own consciousness. When I talk about school pushout, I talk largely about the policies, practices, but also the prevailing consciousness that underlies how we approach girls in our spaces, how we understand who they are, what they're capable of, and who they ultimately will become. That study is a profound one for me because it does begin to agitate much of the consciousness around how we understand these identities as they have aligned with historically constructed stereotypes and memes, especially in this age of social media where memes dominate our understanding of what's occurring. We see this way in which the identity of Black girls and women is presented as, again, either consistent with being hypersexual, consistent with being loud and sassy, being consistent with being an emasculating, angry presence. And also the latest one, which is some combination of all three, which we have referred to as ratchet, but can also be interpreted in many different ways. And so this way in which we have misrepresented and misunderstood the Black feminine identity plays into our subconscious, our unconscious biases about how we understand and read behaviors. So when girls are asking questions in class, or when girls are questioning material, it's often perceived as being an affront to the authority of the adult in that space, or being combative or defiant in ways that are inconsistent with their true intention. And in some ways, again, given the legacies and misreadings that accompany the behavioral patterns that we see in schools, we also see this way in which this hypersexualization of Black girls prevents us from responding to their trauma and victimization, and that's very problematic.